On we go. Gotta ask you, Rashi, draft-wise, any final thoughts?
I feel like Aura Fire, they're going with a downgraded version of their rescue comp. With the Minotaur, with the Rafaela, I don't think it'll be enough to curb the aggression of RRQ Hoshi.
So let's just see and witness the final game potentially for side of Aura Fire, for side of RRQ Hoshi. Can Aura Fire send RRQ Hoshi down to the lower brackets, or will RRQ Hoshi survive another game? Let's go.
Let's talk a little bit about just the sustainability of this Aura Fire composition, right? Because they have the heals coming in from the Minotaur and the Rafaela now. So RRQ are going to have to be very careful as to how they actually look for these fights. If they commit, it might actually turn around.
Yep, I think that's what Aura likes doing, right? They play aggressively, they bait out aggression from their opponents, and then before you know it, oh, the kill isn't exactly a kill, it's just a complete bait. But now you can see that, ooh, Albert just making moves on that link.
Yeah, but it's still Hai who actually secures the lethal.
Seems like here, RRQ Hoshi, they are playing the tempo rather fast here in the early game. But we are going to see here that no first bloods just yet.
No first bloods just yet, so both teams playing it quite slow.
Uh-oh.
In the mid game though. Oh, I should say that. That's first blood taken
The caster
by
curse.
R7. Wow, man. Fluffy gets taken out, and RRQ Hoshi, if they can curb the aggression, the playmaking from Fluffy, it'll be really, really good. The mid lane though, a bit more plays happening as well as Hai comes onto the scene.
Seems like now Hai with this Red Bull Minotaur entering the land of Dawn, RRQ Hoshi. They need to play the early game.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Wait, no, RRQ. No, well, honestly, they can play for early. They can, but I don't think that's not the optimal route, I think. Aura Fire has a little bit more to play with in terms of neutral objective control. And obviously with this Rafaela Minotaur, they're very sustainable, right? And Skylar is going to be bullied by that Melissa. So RRQ, I think late game, mid game to late game is where they find their comfort. But RRQ going for it.
Black Dragon 4 Minotaur has been popped as well. Lane will steal that Lord. Yutong gets deleted. Godiva might be next, but the silence is there. Albert gets taken down. A Fluffy finding that kill. Aura Fire, they are rather healthy, but take a look at the talent's prediction. It's a healthy mix. But now, no. It's an even game. It's an even ball game here. 3-4-3 Aura Fire as well as the RRQ Hoshi.
I mean, again, right? It was displayed there. Arashi, we said it. Prolonged team fight. That sustainability coming in clutch for Aura. Facehugger going to be engaged on though by R7.
Yeah, Facehugger used the flicker to escape as R7 is chunking the health of two members there. Seems like RRQ Hoshi still with the lead here, but no, top side, wall charge.
Oh!
He gets stunned. Kabuki will not be able to escape as Skylar finds a kill. Godiva High trying to look for some compensation. His play is a juicy target. And take a look at the stomp. 3 stomp. Bang, bang, bang. Goes down Clay.
Wait, that was so much damage. That was insane damage, Rashi. That Minnow and Fury took
Exactly.
100-0, Clay.
You didn't expect it, but that was just a Minotaur and a Rafaela. The two heroes we talked about having support, having utility, and sustain. Not damage, and they're able to take out the target in the right hand. So Aura Fire, they're definitely dangerous right here. But for RRQ, I think they can actually get a bit of a head, but they have to make sure that they have enough damage. Because early on, they were able to actually survive with the Cult Altar, but the members of Aura Fire, they just were taking too little damage to actually feel threatened. So in the mid game, after a few items, I feel like RRQ Hoshi can step up the tempo unless they fall behind to the aggression from Aura Fire.
3v2 bot side, RRQ, they do not want business. And it seems like here, RRQ Hoshi, they are somehow holding their ground very, very well.
Yeah, it's... for RRQ, I'm really trying to dissect this draft once again, right? They can play towards the late game, but they're going to have to, again, play it around Skylar. The fact is currently Aura have a lot of poke with that Feather Airstrike, and even here, look at that.
Oh! We'll pick up the Lord once again. War and Shield as Godiva is the first one to fall. High is going to be next as R7 focuses on Facehugger. Petrify connects as Facehugger will not die. Kabuki with the save. Skylar with the Nibiru's question will not find a kill. Fluffy trying to distract the members from the side of RRQ Hoshi, but it will be RRQ Hoshi winning the trace with that objective pick.
Definitely not good for Aura Fire now. They're starting to really struggle in this early game. And up against a Beatrix is not what you want to see. Skylar has 3 kills in his pocket and now a BOD as well. In the 5th minute of the game, that's a very fast BOD build for Skylar. He's also 2 levels ahead of Kabuki. Remember what he was able to do while behind in game 2. Currently, this is a very scary Beatrix.
3-0 in the early game. Definitely not the ideal situation for Aura Fire. They have tools available to zone him away though. They can use Fluffy, they can use Facehugger, and to a degree, the Minotaur from high can also be a zoning tool. But of course, it all depends on how RRQ Hoshi position, and right now, High makes a play.
4v1 again. Fluffy was the only casualty, a very well set up play by RRQ Hoshi. Again, now perhaps they are looking top side here. Skylar chunking with that sniper. Feather airstrike to somehow cancel Skylar's attack. Vin is there, and the first turret will fall, and it will fall for RRQ.
Look at the items though. BOD for Skylar. With everyone having so little HP in this early game, being able to do more damage when you are 50% health or lower is going to be very beneficial for Skylar in making sure that he gets the secure on those snipes, on those maybe in the Nibiru Passion, depending on how the fight plays out. He's usually the one that stays behind and is not part of the cleanup crew, so I think it's a very smart itemization choice, and it's going to let him snowball even more depending on how this game unfolds.
Turtle fight.
Black Dragon for Ramsey pops. Minion Fury as well. Albert will claim the 3rd Lord. High not be able to mount anything. Facehugger with that feather airstrike. Needs to be careful. High, first one to fall here for the side of Aura Fire. RRQ Hoshi, 3,500 gold lead. Fluffy finding compensation, taking the tier 2 bot side. And RRQ just really stepping up the gas. Purple buff invade, and they seems like they might want the mid, but Aura Fire responds very well.
Aura Fire needs to stop committing into these contests, man. Again, they're 4,000 gold behind. RRQ are going to be able to have a much better time in any of these neutral objective takes. So Aura, what they need to do right now is play slow. Grab the objectives in the side lane slowly but surely, just like you guys can grab the promotion on screen, grb.to/MPL for a 90% discount code.
I would agree with that. If they can abuse the macro play, we did say that one of the big weaknesses for RRQ right now is the rotations. So if Aura Fire can out-rotate RRQ Hoshi, confuse them, and use the solo playmaking of maybe Fluffy or even, well, I guess mainly Fluffy in this composition, they can probably get an edge over RRQ Hoshi. But for now, on those neutral objectives, RRQ Hoshi will have a huge advantage with the Cult Altar.
And we'll see here. It seems like RRQ Hoshi, they are still sieging the mid lane. And for now, Facehugger and Kabuki is having a tough time to somehow create a significance. Why? Because R7, that Yutong with that Petrify is just a nuisance.
Oh my god!
Flicker watch on towards Facehugger. He gets taken down. 7 to blade. The back side. Goliva is target. He gets taken down. High. It might be next. Pops that skill to escape. Now, RRQ Hoshi. 6,000 gold lead Fluffy flanked, looking for a counterplay.
Oh
is this
no.
the right play? Skylar zoning 2 members. Fluffy is a little bit too sustainable to be taken down. RRQ Hoshi though, they will not be distracted to their main agenda, and that will be perhaps the Lord.
Yeah, it's looking like a free Lord, and that collapse was just absolutely beautiful. RRQ, you know they were waiting for the exact moment where Facehugger pops that feathered airstrike. A clean Lord and a clean game from RRQ Hoshi, currently in game number 3. 7,000 gold lead for them. It's really difficult to see Aura Fire coming back in this game.
There was a very decisive dive towards Facehugger, and before you know it, I even kind of missed it, and when I just noticed he was getting dove on, he is gone. So everyone on RRQ Hoshi's
on the
same page, and look at that burst, man. The snowball from Skylar, nothing to sneeze about.
You can see here, seems like RRQ Hoshi, 7 0.7,000 gold leader. Mirko.
Yeah, with this gold lead again, they have a Beatrix, and when you have a Beatrix who's this ahead currently, you can just go for the sieges like this with the Renner out of turret range, and they're using this so well. My God, Skylar almost gets taken down, and Vin is going to be looking for the re-engage here.
Well, charge connected onto his high. No follow-up damage just yet as RRQ looks for a re-engage. Fluffy might be next, but with the help of Rafaela, he actually escapes. Minotary here next on the but no spear damage as well.
Oh!
But take a look at the sniper connecting on towards Kabuki. Base hit number 1 here, top side. Looks for a collapse. Not just yet, but there you go, RRQ claiming the first base turret. RRQ still sieging his aura fire. Slowly but surely, they are behind on deficit here. 10,000 gold lead. Once again, RRQ still very strong. Oh, they went in.
Oh my God.
For restyling, flexing on that link.
That was just an ego dive, right? That was for the crowd. That was an entertainment thing. Albert had no intentions to kill. He just 100% intention to style.
That is so unnecessary. He has the Berserker's Fury and Endless Battle as well, so the burst damage is very much solid from Albert. And so for our fire, we see that Facehugger, he goes for more damage here with a Clock of Destiny and Latin Truncheon. The mana scaling will help him out doing more burst damage, but without any defensive options, it might be too difficult. We did see how easily he got taken out earlier, so that's a bit of a concern. And for Skylar, he has the Highest Claws as well, so unless there's a big amount of burst damage, he needs to be assassinated, and because he will also sustain any kind of damage right now.
Just difficult, right? Like right now, if you're looking at Aura Fire, what they can rely on is the Farsa and the Melissa in the late stages of the game, but the Feathered Airstrike just has never been, it's always been punished. Every time you pop that Feathered Airstrike, you're always punished if you're Facehugger. At this point, even if you go for the Winner's Truncheon, there's not much you can do, right? You can negate a little bit of that engage for a bit, but the poke and the dive is still going to come through in the end.
That's exactly the point. For Facehugger, though, he's also not exactly ahead, right? His roams in the early game hasn't really been as successful, so he is not a huge threat. We saw that Skylar is able to take 1 or 2 bolts from the Feather Airstrike with relative ease. And now you can see a snipe coming in high is getting tanky enough to withstand that damage, but of course, that's only 1 shot. In a team fight, you're going to be taking a lot more than that.
Facehugger is the one set to actually clear up that top side. Again, this is going to be an advantage for RRQ Hoshi. They can use that top side wave as Aura is going to be looking for an opening right now.
Yeah, Rage is full, and RRQ Hoshi actually looks for a fight. It's as the Lord will be taken down by Albert with no problem. Fluffy. And to the back side. Is this the right call here?
Whoa!
Charge connects onto it still, and it seems like now, Aura Fire, the situation has been bad towards as RRQ. With the Shadow Stampede, pulls back Fluffy Immortal Pulse as well as 3 members officially down. RRQ Hoshi, they are angry in the 3rd game, and the Kings of Kings, they are back.
The crowd is going wild. RRQ now set to win this game with the Lord marching in the top side.
2 members, Kabuki and Facehugger, can they do it? RRQ Hoshi, it seems like they are a little bit too strong. Faced a little bit too exposed. RRQ Hoshi forced a game 4, ladies and gentlemen. 2-1 is the scoreline as Aura Fire is going to face a game 4.